Nick, owner
Yes.
of WestMod Design
How are you?
and designer of this project.
That's correct, yes. So basically the client wanted 3 pools.
Yep.
You got a front yard pool, courtyard pool, backyard pool. So obviously this whole entryway here is essentially a pool with floating steps.
Yep.
Right, you have these LED bubblers with this nice water feature, this infinity edge over in this side.
Yep.
It kind of gives you that tranquil feel as you're walking through it.
You know what I love too, especially this one, is the lighting and how important
Yes.
the lighting is for this project.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, lighting makes the design, right? That is a huge part of obviously this entire project.
Yep.
As you can see, there's lighting everywhere you look, right? You got the LED strips hidden in the planters.
The driveway.
The driveway that lights up, you have the LED bubblers, you have all the lights in the pool, you name it, we pretty much did it. So.
Yeah, perfect choice.
This is your courtyard.
Look at this, wow.
Right? So this kind of speaks for itself here, right? But you have obviously all these floating steps here.
Yep. You know what else I really love about this is your choice with the greenery,
Right.
the palm trees. You feel like this is almost the backyard,
Right.
but wait till you see the backyard.
Yeah, so this is his happy place right here. This is kind of where you zen, right?
Wow.
So you just hang out here, you relax, and you kind of see this nice glass water feature. Obviously you have the huge medjool palms integrated inside the limits of the pool.
These palm trees and the texture of it, all
Yes.
the shadows that
Of
it
course,
casts.
exactly.
It's so cool.
Yeah, and it's even the ones on the wall as well, right? It uplights on the wall with
Yes.
this natural stone you have here that matches the house. All of that goes a long way into the design process.
Yeah, we talked about this because this
Yes.
wall wasn't here.
Correct. So this was just an open concept, right?
Right.
So we basically built a CMU block wall, and the client wanted to have the exact material selection on the house on this wall. So
Yeah.
we went ahead and obviously incorporated that same exact aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another element
Yes.
to this design
Right.
in this glass wall.
Yes.
This glass wall is only a glass wall until you put water on
That's
it.
correct,
Thi-
exactly.
This changes everything.
It changes the total aesthetic of it, right? And
Yep.
usually you'll see these in large commercial buildings, but obviously we incorporate in the backyard.
Yeah.
This was a huge challenge in terms of the construction, but something we're, very excited to build, right? You have obviously this huge tempered glass wall, and this has to be exactly level in order for you to have the exact spillway on this water
It
feature.
works so perfect.
Yeah.
And you got 2 of them, right? Very
That's correct.
symmetrical.
Yes.
This is entertaining heaven.
Right.
Look at this.
Here we have this raised zero edge / infinity edge pool. You have obviously the water that dies into essentially nothing.
Yep.
With this 1-inch reveal.
Love it.
You have this water wall here, and that water wall is actually, it's a honed granite, so we use like a CNC machine to cut all the grooves.
Yep. Again, it creates a texture for that
Exactly.
water to
Right.
even make that noise.
Exactly.
And wow, we have another outdoor kitchen, right? And another, like your last project, a sunken patio. How important is the sunken patio in your design?
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge portion. A lot of clients now are going toward the sunken areas, but they're definitely not easy to build. You definitely have to be mindful of proper drainage.
Yep.
Right? For this here, we have this cantilevered patio structure.
Yep.
Underside is this TimberTech material. So it's a heavy material, so we had to make sure that it's solid structurally,
Yeah.
right? Structurally sound when we're doing it. And then he chose this Heston appliances, which you can never go wrong with. Obviously, you have this nice orange look to it.
Yeah, and I think that's what draws me in too. Like when you turn this corner, right, the lighting and everything.
Right.
But you notice the orange with the kitchen and
Yes.
draws you over here, which is a
Exactly.
great choice as well too.
So when we were designing it, our main thing was you wanted to kind of focus on this zero edge spillover that comes down, essentially dies into nothing, but then
Yeah.
you have this fire feature adjacent to it, right? So we had to do this custom glass wind guard, custom fire ring as well. And then we have this aspect to it, which is floating, so it kind of gives you that nice.
Love it with the lighting underneath it.
Exactly.
When you guys leave a project like this,
Right.
how do you leave it with the customers so they can, first of all, maybe turn on your fire pit?
Sure.
You teach them on
Yes.
how to use all of this?
Yeah, so usually we have a week-long process that we're basically teaching the client from beginning to end in terms of how to use your equipment, whether
Yeah.
they want to learn manually or they want to learn in terms of the automation.
Yeah.
They just want to click up a button, that's it, and then just make it in terms of the schedule,
Yeah.
and that's all I need to do. We're happy to teach them however they see fit.
There's a lot to it.
It's a lot to
You know,
this,
and
for
there's
sure.
a lot of customers that don't, the Wi-Fi goes down, they're
Yes.
flipping out. But then to
Exactly.
teach them
Right.
in a week training program, pretty much, it's a
exactly.
lot to put on them.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
it's their investment. So here we are in Porter Ranch, California with the WestMod Design team. I just want to thank you guys. What a home run. Look at these videos right now.